Thanks, Carrie. Well, I am over here with Miss Janet Anderson and Valerie Bunch, and they're going to be performing a scene for us. They are from Swamp Gravy. They're celebrating their 20th year, and they're putting on a show. It's called Swamp Gravy, Live and Learn. I'm going to let them go ahead and perform for us, and then we're going to come back and hear a little bit more about their show. But first, can you tell us about your characters and kind of set the scene as to what's going to be going on?
I'm her grandmother, and she's supposed to be doing homework, and I'm to keep her busy.
Ah, okay. And now, what are you feeling during this time?
I'm just talking about her life and how she dropped out of high school and she wanted her diploma, so she got it.
And now your character is the one who got the diploma?
No. Her.
Your character?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go ahead and do it, and then we're going to come back in just a little bit. Go ahead.
There's an old saying, folks that can't do, teach. And my grandma, she's a doer, always has been.
Some people call it rest. I call it laziness. I don't like to be idle, and you shouldn't either. Now get back to that homework.
All right, you win. As a little girl, she tended the chickens, mended quilts, cooked, cleaned, even plowed when she had to, and all that time she was going to school. From the age of 4, she could read. She'd somehow picked up from every label and newspaper that passed through her house.
Doesn't sound like homework to me. You know, when I was your age, I had...
Mine like a sponge.
I did, and I...
Soaked up know-how like water, how to build fences, how to raise piglets, how to cook biscuits without burning them.
Hardest thing I ever learned. Now get back to that English book.
I'm reading, I promise I am.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
She takes homework very seriously. You see, with all the reading and mending and biscuit making, there wasn't much time for school. She only made it to the 9th grade, and not long after that she was married and had babies. 4 of them. But that didn't mean she'd stop learning. Mama D learned from every person she met. She couldn't help it. She was a learner, and not having that diploma bothered her all her life.
It's not just a piece of paper, you know.
She always kept an empty place on her wall where she hung her diploma. She always said, one day my diploma is going to hang right there. She lived through births and birthdays and deaths and weddings, and before she knew it, she was 72. And the one thing in her life that was still missing was that diploma. So she decided it was high time to get one. At the age of 72, my grandma went back to high school to get her diploma. May have been the oldest to ever get it in Colquitt. She didn't need it, but she wanted it. Now, between you and me, I like doing my homework at Mama D's house because I can learn more from her than I could from any old book. So that makes me question whoever came up with that saying, those you can't do, teach. Because my grandma, she's a doer, and she taught me it's never too late to chase after a dream.
Well, aren't you sweet? Now, do your homework.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, and what a wonderful lesson that you are able to learn during that little skit that you guys are able to do. Now this show, it opens March 1st and it runs through the 23rd. You guys can find out more information at swampgravy.com. But tell me what it's like to play your characters and to be able to bring this lesson to audiences.
Well, it's been a real joy to do it, and it's so real because a lot of people that were my age went back and got diplomas at a later date.
That's fantastic. A wonderful lesson that many people are able to take to heart, I'm sure. We're going to be back learning more about this show. Again, you can go to swampgravy.com for more information. Chris, over to you.